Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dave TV. I'm going to start calling myself Dangerous Dave. Dangerous Dave here today. How y'all doing? Let's get some light on the subject. I didn't know it. Big news. The June radio ratings are out. You know, they're not necessarily for the calendar month of June. It's kind of like somewhere in May to somewhere in June. Certainly doesn't include the period of late June when the big derecho hit and everybody's power was knocked out and WTOP's ratings went through the roof. It didn't include that period, but it was somewhere to mid-June. Okay, so these are the radio ratings for mid-June. Now, the 6 plus and the 12 plus, the 6 plus DC numbers and the 12 plus Baltimore numbers are posted on my website. So go to DCRTV.com to see those. Those are what they call the beauty contest numbers. What I'm going to deal with today, right here, is the money demos for Washington. Okay, the 2554 male and female numbers. Okay, 2554 male and female numbers. This is a little more of what advertisers look at. Okay, when they want to buy an ad or something like that. You know, for some reason 2554 is better than just everybody. So those are the people that tend to spend money. But so anyhow, we're going to look at those numbers and see where the trends lie. Number one, Hot 99.5, and it is trending up considerably. Yeah, you know, they had a 7.5 share in March, a 7.2 share in April, a 7.3 share in May, and an 8.9 in June. That's a huge jump for a WIHT, Hot 99.5 contemporary hit. They're in first place in the 2554 demo in middays, in afternoons, evenings, weekends, and the only thing they are not first place in June was Kane in the mornings. He's third place. But still, hey, that's damn good. They're first place and it going up. You know, that's what is killing the folks over at Mix 107.3. You know, see this Hot 99.5 just literally stealing the thunder from everybody, at least in the contemporary hit kind of avenue. Number two, second place, WTOP, All Newser. Let's see, their trend is going up. They're actually got a nice upward trend. They were at a 5.2 share in April, a 6.1 in May, and a 6.5 in June. So they're going up nicely. I'd expect when the July book comes out, you'll see them go up even further because that'll reflect that whole period of late June, early July when the power was out for a lot of people and a lot of people were listening to TOP. However, some of my radio sources say, you know, when the power's out, a lot of people's PPM meters aren't working. You know, that's how they take the ratings now. You have a little cell phone-y device, and if your PPM meter isn't charged and working, it's not going to show up as ratings. So, you know, if the power's out, maybe your PPM is not charged. So anyhow, we shall see. But TOP is second place in the 2554 money demo numbers. They're first place in mornings, second place in afternoons. WHUR, third place overall. And that's a trend upward for them. In number, okay, no, it isn't. It's a slight, it's not, I'm looking at it, it's a kind of they're holding steady. Let's say they're holding steady. Okay, 5660, 6664. They're up, but, you know, down a tad from where they were in May. Wash, Wash is pretty much holding steady. Fourth place there in the money demo. A little bit down from where they were in March and April, but a little bit up from where they were in May. And Lou and Lori in the mornings are in 8th place, and that's about even for them. They're kind of near the holding steady. WAMU, 5th place overall in the 2554 money demo. 2nd place in mornings, 7th place in afternoon drive. And they're holding steady pretty much, maybe down just a tid. WMMJ Magic 102.3, 6th place in the money demo for June. What are they doing? They're holding steady. No up, no down. They're right steady. Tom Joyner in the mornings looks like he's holding steady, and Mr. Mons in the afternoons looks like he's holding steady. 8th place for him, 6th place for Joyner. So there we go. Okay, Biggie is, they're going up. They've got a nice upward trend. You know, they were 11th place in the ratings back in March, and they're up to 7th place now. So they really are, they're becoming a solid top 10 performer. You know, the loss of 105.9 The Edge back in September has really helped propel Classic Hits, WBIG, into as a solid top 10 performer. So they're in 7th place in the money demo. 13th place, a little bit of weakness there for Tommy Griffiths in the mornings, although he's holding pretty steady. And they do very well in afternoons at 5th place. So, you know, a nice upward trend for Big. PGC is also seeing a nice upward trend there. Finally, CBS has got a station in the Washington market that's in the top 10. Wow! They got six stations in the market. They ought to have at least one in the top 10, don't you think? But PGC is going up. I guess Mr. Jason Kidd is doing his thing over there. They were holding steady at 15th place there in the March, April, and May books, and all of a sudden in June they jumped out of the blocks and went up to 8th place. So a nice jolt for them for June. The morning show still needs work. They're only 17th place there, so they got that new guy coming in. So that will help there. But they're 5th place in afternoon, so they, you know, which is also up substantially. So that's cool. DC 101 pretty much holding steady at 9th place. Elliott holding steady pretty much at 5th place in the mornings. WKYS rounding out the top 10. Again, pretty much holding steady there. No real upward or downward trend for them. Although Rush Parr looks like he's up a little bit in the mornings at 9th place. 11th place, we got MZQ. Trending steady, but maybe a slight trend downward for them. Boxer in the mornings is looking good at 7th place. That's the highest numbers he's seen in a while. El Zal, you know what's funny with El Zal, when you look at the overall beauty contest numbers, they don't do so hot. But when you look at the 2554, the Spanish station does pretty damn good. And even with their signal, you know, they moved the signal from 99.1 to 107.9 back in the end of the year. And it did seem to hurt their ratings. You know, they were only 16th place, 16th place, 16th place in March, April, and May. They're up to 12th place. So maybe CBS has been doing some tweaking on that signal. I don't know, getting a little bit better coverage into Northern Virginia and D.C. on it. But their numbers are improving. Biaggi in the mornings also up a bit to 13th place. WRQX. Okay, here's where the problem is. Citadel Cumulus, WRQX there. Definitely a downward trend for them. They were 7th place back in March, 9th place in May, and they're down to 12th place now. Jack Diamond also down a bit, although he's still in the top 10, to 9th place from about 7th and 6th place back in March and April. So, you know, yeah, the station is not down substantially, but they are showing a downward trend, and I would have to guess that it's coming, you know, Hot 99.5's gains are coming at their expense. Okay, right below them at 14th place, because we have a two-way tie, right? We have LZL and LQX tied for 12th, so we have no 13th place. 14th place is WIAD Fresh 94.7, which is trending down too. They seem to be a little worse trending down than Mix is. They were 8th place back in March, down to 11th place in April, 13th place in May, 14th place in June. Tommy McFly in the mornings also seeing a downward trend from 9th, 10th, 12th to 16th place in June. So I'd be a little worried over there too. Praise 104.1 is 15th place in this June book. Money Demo 2550 FAWA, and they seem to be holding pretty much steady. WGTS 16th place. They're down a bit. They kind of bounced all over the place. They were 13th place back in March. They jumped up to 7th place in May, but then back to 16th in June. So figure that one out. JFK is 17th place in the 2554 demo. Not so great for them, but they're holding steady. No increase, no decrease. Pretty much the same. Junkies in the morning, a slight tick upward for them from a 2.6 to a 2.7 in 3 months. So they're 13th place. 17th place midday, 17th place afternoon drive for them. Pretty much holding steady. It's, you know, they're pretty much a 17th place station. MAL, 18th place. they're pretty much holding steady. A slight decline for them. They were a 2.0 share back in March. They're a 1.6 share now, so a little bit down for them. They're pretty much 18th place across the board in the 2554 money demo. 18th place in mornings, 18th place in middays, 18th place in afternoons, 18th place in evenings, and a walloping 27th place in weekends. Man, they got a lot of work to do over there. I was thinking that their ratings might go up a little bit when they move to 105.9, but they haven't. Oh my goodness, I'm mixing up. We're getting, okay, the 11-minute mark, so I got to finish this up pretty quick. WTEM at 19th place, kind of holding steady. Wink FM at 20th place, kind of holding steady. WFRE at 21st place, maybe up just a tad. WDCN, that Spanish station, pretty much holding steady at 21st place tie. WITA, classical, down a little bit at 23rd place, dumping down. We're looking for WNEW. Where's WNEW? Down. Oh, there we are. WNEW, 28th place. They are having a slight upward trend from 32nd place in March and April to 30th place in May to 28th place in June. So there is an upward trend, and an upward trend in their morning drive from 35th place to 27th place in 3 or 4 months, and an afternoon drive pretty much holding steady at 29th place. So they're growing, but very, very, very slowly. All right? So there's the money demo 2554 numbers for June. Thanks for watching. And check out DCR TV for all the other beauty contest numbers for June. And so there.